Hello everybody, Justin Booth here from Collective Evolution, but also one of the co-creators of the Conscious Media Coalition. Yesterday we released Magnetic Energy, which is, going to be, it makes all other fossil fuels obsolete moving forward, and this issue in Standing Rock is sort of ground zero to try and get this information out. We had a great day yesterday connecting with Robert F. Kennedy's people. They're definitely very interested in our technology, and with that, we need to really strengthen the Conscious Media Coalition. And so with that, this is why I'm making this video as a proposal to some of the leads or admins or founders of the organizations that are already a part of the Conscious Media Coalition. So I just got some notes here. So first off, what I'm proposing is a round table. Consider it sort of like a board of directors of all the spokespersons or leads from these different organizations to come together for the Conscious Media Coalition. And we need to, well, first off, we need to grow the Conscious Media Coalition. So with this board of directors, what I'm suggesting now is, if there's with our organization, we need to start contacting other organizations. For example, like Prince EA. This guy's an awesome speaker. He's not part of this yet, and I wonder if he knows about this information. I'm not suggesting everyone comes together and leaves their organizations from what they built. What I'm saying is everyone keeps their individuality, but we use the same tactics that the mainstream media has been using on the people. And I'll give you an example. Conan O'Brien from NBC, he did a skit last year where he's like, is the media saying the same thing, or who's writing the media? And it goes through a list of like 30 or 40 different anchors from different news broadcasting stations, all saying verbatim the exact same thing, even though it's from different organizations. And so my suggestion is to start using some of these tactics that the mainstream media has been using on the masses in order to enlighten, create awareness and expand the education, so people understand that this is a real thing that's happening. Crimes against humanity, first off. Second off, an energy source that makes even solar and wind obsolete with the amount of electricity and output that comes from these generators. So board of directors, vetting more organizations to come and be a part of the Conscious Media Coalition using the same tactics. Now, going into a funding, because it is actually important to discuss funding right now. And so far at Collective Evolution, we launched a crowdfunding campaign in order to take CE news to a mainstream level. Now, we were very successful so far. Last time I checked, and it's been a few days since I've checked, but we raised $57,000 US in just over a month's time to make this happen. I really suggest that we sort of take this and the different organizations that are doing crowdfunding for Standing Rock and all these different things and figure out a way with the board of directors where to utilize these funds. I think it would be, personally from a standpoint, much more effective as a Conscious Media Coalition with all these different organizations, with all these influenced readers and viewers of the content that everyone has been putting out there, and sort of tapping into those networks and getting people on the same wavelength, the same vibration. Now, I want to bring up another point. The other day I made the point of, one piece of paper being ripped, and that's the symbolism of one organization by itself. However, take a stack of papers, you can't rip them. Imagine, for example, right now we have 14 or 15 different organizations, 30 million influenced readers and viewers. Can you imagine if we were able to convey a message to these readers that we have an organization that's come together to get this real truth news out? Imagine if we had 30 million people a part of even like a donation list where it was as small as $1 US per month, almost like a subscription towards the Conscious Media Coalition. And with that dollar per person, imagine if we had 30 million people sending $1 a month to this Conscious Media Coalition, and what we could do with those funds. With $30 million, we could be buying 2 5 megawatt generators per month and allocating those generators to certain businesses or areas in the world, and then creating more news and saying, hey, listen, this is happening here, and that ripple effect will go crazy. especially when real businesses, corporations that are not, you know, in part of that elite group see this information, they're going to want the change. They're going to protest this thing. They're going to start voicing that opinion. But it's up to us to stick true and work together as co-creators of this conscious media coalition and work together. So this is my proposal. Again, this is nothing set in stone, but I want to get this conversation started, and I want to address this with the leads, the admins of these different organizations that have already been coming together to make such a powerful push. It was very, very obvious yesterday about you know, Facebook and algorithms and posts being blocked and comments being blocked and people being not being able to share. I had a whole bunch of people message me yesterday saying, and they were showing me Snapchats as they were doing this. They're like, look, I'm trying to share the Collective Evolution video, and as they hover the mouse over the share button, it would disappear. Okay, these are very apparent, all right, and this is a good thing. I don't think of it as a bad thing. I think of it as a good thing. It means we are biting at their heels, and they know, you know, this goose is cooked, all right? So I propose to open this dialogue, this conversation. Please get in touch with me on Facebook. My direct cell phone number is 416-576-2766, or you can reach me with by my email, my Collective Evolution email, which is justin@collective-evolution.com. You know, with great power comes great responsibility, and we do have the power to be the change that we see in this world. I invite you to step into this conversation, and let's get this information out. Let's be the change that we want to see in this world. I love this world, you know. I love people. I love connecting with people, and I want the best for everyone. I truly, truly do. And I think you do too. Much love.